Good evening, DLC. It's Pastor Rob. It's really late on Thursday night, and I wanted to share a video with you this week. And so some of you are going to get this on Friday, I'm sure. But it has been an amazing week, a very interesting week, and very busy one. And I'm sure the church staff would tell you if you polled them how busy we've been, that they've probably had one of the most busy weeks at DLC ever. Not the most exciting week ever, although it is a very exciting time here at DLC. And we are quickly approaching this Sunday, October 13th, our first Sunday in our new facility. And I'm so very excited to be able to say that to you. But not because of the new season, even though that is a very exciting thing to be moving on to something new. But new opportunities, new things that God is doing excites me. It drives me to move forward and to push forward. And as your pastor, I can tell you that God is beginning to reveal things to me, open vision for me that I have been praying for weeks and months. And I just know that God is about to do something amazing in our church. He already has. He already is doing it. And I want to share a scripture verse with you tonight and then share a couple important things that I mentioned to you about 4 weeks ago when I knew that we were going to be finalizing some sort of deal on a new property. We didn't know exactly what it would be when I shared this, but I knew it was coming quickly. And it's from Isaiah 43. And it's a couple verses, so just bear with me as I read it to you tonight. He says, in verse 16 of chapter 43, Isaiah says, "This is what the Lord says. You know, he who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who drew out the chariots and horses, the army and reinforcements together. And they lay there, never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick." And in verse 16 and 17, Isaiah is referring to when the Lord delivered the children of Israel from Egypt, and he carried them to the Red Sea, split the waters, and that amazing miracle that he did that we've seen on TV and the Ten Commandments and those kind of shows. And we saw God do this miracle, and he's reminding the children of Israel, this is the God I'm talking about. This is what this God is capable of, the one that you and I serve. And he did all of this to your enemy, and he gave you a way where there was no way. And I just want to remind you very quickly that this is the kind of miracles that God is doing for Discover Life Church right now, and for you personally, and your family, and for all those who are going to be saved at our church. And I want to encourage you, this is the God who's speaking, the same God who delivered the Israelites. Let's read verse 18. "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past." He doesn't say this is a good suggestion. I believe this is emphatically what we ought to do. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Even though good things have come in the past, don't dwell on it. Look forward. Move forward. Verse 19. "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" I love when he says there it springs up, because it's an instantaneous thing. It's not something that's slowly approaching. It just, boom, happens. And for those of you who have been, feeling the whirlwind like I have about moving forward into this new community and this new property and some of the new endeavors and new leaders in our church, yeah, it kind of sprung up. It just showed up out of nowhere. And listen to me, there's more to come. There's more of those answers coming very quickly. And they're in process, and God is about to spring up new things inside of you and in our church. And I believe this speaks directly to where we are. Listen to what he says about what springs up. He says, "I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland." Consider that for just a minute. I don't know if you've ever been to the desert, but I have. It really isn't streams and ways and roads and paths through like you would find in a nice garden or tree-lined street. A desert is a wasteland. There's nothing there. But yet God is saying that take the darkest, most dreariest lack of opportunity you can think of, and I am creating something new. It's springing up. It's flowing through that. It's life where there was no life. And that is what God is doing in our church. He's doing it in some of you very personally, but he's doing it corporately, and he's giving us those opportunities to do these in our neighborhoods and in our friends and our family lives. And I encourage you to take this word, Isaiah 43, read the whole chapter if you will. Take it as a prophecy to our church that God is doing something new. Now, I know there's a lot of logistics that goes on with something like this, but I'm asking you to jump on board and be excited about it with me. I know you are. I just have sensed it, I felt it, and I've heard you say it, so I'm very excited too. Here's what's going on, and I pray that you'll be a part of what's coming up this weekend. On Monday night, we moved everything out of Summit Christian School into DLC. And of course, DLC still has projects going on. The building down here on 23rd Street in Barberton still has projects, even tonight. And that's why I'm videoing so late to you. But those projects are nearing completion, at least this first round of them, to prepare us for our service on Sunday. So all of that has been happening slowly throughout the week, and the staff has been delegated duties, and there's been many of you helping. I am so grateful for those of you who have helped. Those of you who have been there every day. There are several of you who've been there every single day. And we've only had a couple truly called, organized work days, on the Saturdays. But some of you have just made plans on your own and made work days out of it, and it truly would not be possible had you not done that. Thank you so much. I know there's still more to come. Here's what's happening tomorrow, Friday. If you're watching this on Friday, it's going to be tonight. So it's Thursday night right now for me, and tomorrow night, Friday at 8 o'clock. I know it's sort of a unnormal late hour, but we need that time to get prepared for this. We're going to be having some worship and prayer at the new facility in the sanctuary. If you've not been yet, I encourage you to come out. Obviously, Sunday's the big day and the kickoff in our new property. But if you're impatient like I am and you would like to show up and see what's going on, come tomorrow night. But come with an attitude to worship God and to thank him in gratitude for what he's done and give him praise for it. And I am encouraged because I believe that's going to be an amazing time. We're going to do that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. That's Friday night at 8 o'clock. And 6:45 if you're in the band, or if you're a Life Team person that wants to come early to find out what you're doing on Sunday, please do that. We'll be out there on Friday. And then, of course, there will be some things going on all day Saturday if you want to be a part of that. Most of the setup will be done by tomorrow night for Sunday, but there will be some last-minute things, vacuuming, cleaning, preparing the place there. I'm sure some of the kid teachers could use some of your help, maybe the nursery workers. So if you don't know who those people are and you want to help, you can communicate with me. My email's on the screen and my phone number right now. So just look at that and communicate with me or Pastor Bud. His email and phone number is on the screen right now, and you can communicate with him today, Friday, Saturday, leading up to Sunday. Of course, Pastor Ron is on retreat with our teenagers this weekend, so it's just a very busy weekend. Of course, they're returning by Sunday morning. Now, Sunday morning, here's what happens. 9:15 for prayer, just like every other Sunday morning in the main sanctuary. Going to be a great time of prayer and worship. And at 10 o'clock, we will have breakfast on Sunday. Now, it may not be exactly the way it's been, but it will be available to you at 10. So come early to get a seat, get a good parking space. The parking team will be out there making sure they direct traffic for everything we're doing. The address is on the screen right now. If you've not received this address yet, it is on the screen for you to pay attention to, write it down. I'll leave it up there for a few seconds, pausing here so that it stays up, so that you can write it down. And if you have any problem and you need specific directions, please do not hesitate to email us. You can do that through our website, www.mydiscoverlife.com, or through my email, and we can give you those directions pretty quickly and easily through digitally. Or if you want to call us, you can as well. And then Sunday at 10:30 is our service. So 9:15 prayer, 10 a.m. breakfast, 10:30 normal service, and it is going to be a great morning. You do not want to miss it. I hope that all of DLC will come out to see us in our first Sunday. I know some of you may not be able to make it because of work or whatever, but it is going to be an amazing Sunday. We'll also be sharing with you this coming week some of the outreach plans we have in our new neighborhood, some of the plans for our journey groups going into the holiday season, and some holiday events that you're going to want to be a part of, family nights for October and November and December. So come on out, Be very excited with us. Worship God. Thank Him. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock for prayer and worship. Sunday, breakfast at 10, service at 10:30. I'm so excited about all this, as you can tell. If I don't look excited, it's because I'm exhausted, but I am still excited. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you get some rest. Hope you have a great weekend. I can't wait to see you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.